What's going on, YouTube? Your boy back again, and this time I'm bringing you a leg workout because I haven't shown you a leg workout for a long ass time on this bulk, or at least explained it, broken it down for you, and so on. So that's what I'm going to do today. Over here editing the video, you already know what's good. So I'm going to walk you through this as we go along here. And let's go ahead and get it started. I'll walk you through the methodologies and so on. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet, unless you're okay with missing out on the gains. If you're okay with that, hey, no need to subscribe here, all right? If you don't want no gains, I'm cool with it. And let's go ahead and get started. Now, this leg day is, I guess you could say low volume, but it's really just focusing on what matters, which is, of course, the bread and butter compounds. Keep in mind, my legs are, and have been for a long time, a strong point of mine, okay? My back and my legs are the strong points. So with that said, all I focus on is the basic compounds, nothing fancy with the legs, and really just hammering them and getting stronger over time with them. So this day is, actually this is my second leg day. I have two, so this is considered leg day B. And I started off with front squats, okay? Now, you know, it's the same structure across the board. Leg days should be very basic. Every day should be very basic, as you see in my other workouts, right? So you start off with a variation of the squat. In this case, we're going with fronts, okay? And this is a warm-up set, by the way. This is my last warm-up set with 275. Got an easy 3. Or do I keep going? I guess I got 4. I believe I go up from here to 290. So after that, I hit 290 and from this different angle here, and then I hit, I believe, sets of 3 or 4 on 290. So very low reps for me in this case, simply because I'm using the front squat as something I just want to get stronger in general. I just want to get super strong at this lift because I know it's going to translate to me getting stronger in every other lift, okay? I don't use this primarily for quad hypertrophy, if you will, okay? So just want to get strong on the fronts. I kind of let my back squats take over for the hypertrophy work on my other leg day and so on. So after this, deadlift variant. So we start with the squat variant, and we move to a deadlift variant. That means regular deads if you want. In this case here, I'm doing stiff leg deads, which is when you're pulling it from the floor every time. You can do a Romanian deadlift, which I'll do sometimes, which is where you're keeping the tension on the hamstrings. This one, we'll hit a little bit more glutes, okay? A little bit more explosive from the bottom. You get the full stretch. So again, this is really gonna hit the back part of the legs, right? The lower back a little bit as well. Obviously you wanna keep the shoulders locked in place. You wanna keep that lower back as neutral as possible. And here we're going higher reps. So this is a little bit more hypertrophy based, looking for 10 to 15 reps generally within that. Now, what I actually did for this one was I went and I supersetted with seated leg curls, okay? So seated leg curls, this was a superset. And the reason I did this was really just for time efficiency. I mean, I'm not looking for maximum power on my stiff leg deadlifts. I have the regular deadlift in for that instead, where I'm focusing on strength and power. But this was basically hypertrophy, so I was okay with sacrificing some weight on the stiff leg deadlift and supersetting it here to get a little bit more mechanical, metabolic fatigue, I should say. And, you know, just get some more volume in a shorter amount of time. So these leg days could last a very long time simply by working up to certain weights on the deadlift and the squat. So in this case, I said, you know what, I'm going to cram it into a little bit smaller of a time window. Now, literally, this is the last exercise. There's 2, it's a quick superset. And this is, of course, the leg press. Okay, 45-degree angle leg press, you could call it. And for this one, hypertrophy range, you know, it was between 8 and 10 reps. And by the way, for the front squats, I hit 4 sets. For the stiff leg deads, superset with the ham curls that you just saw, I did 4 sets. And for this one here, I also do 4 sets. Now what I do here is I start off with the weight that's appropriate for 8 to 10 reps for my quads, get a nasty burn. Then you'll see I actually strip off all the plates and I'll do a calf raise. So I'll just keep it very basic, keep it in the same spot, drop the weights, do the calf raise. You want to make sure you're not neglecting the calves, okay? So I'll hit calf raises and I'll typically, this is like I mentioned, 4 sets, and I'll typically go for about 10 to 15, even 20 if possible reps on the calf raise. Really just looking for a good squeeze, good contraction. It's a decent amount of weight as well. I actually do like doing calf raises on the leg press like this, especially as the superset, because again, you're cramming in more total volume and getting more done essentially in less time, because there's very little carryover from your calves to the leg press. So blasting calves, and then if you wanted to go immediately back into a leg press, it's probably not going to get in the way of some quad growth. So this was the last one here, finished it off that, and that is essentially the leg day. Again, like I mentioned, very low volume for considering most people's standards. Of course, I'm a natural lifter, so I still got, you know, I still got about 16 sets, was it? No, 12 sets, I guess. 12 sets total of legs. You know, supersets included in that. So it's still a decent amount of volume for one leg day. I have 2 a week. My other leg day is also pretty gruesome, though it's short. Well, not too short, but brief. Not a lot of exercises, no complications, nothing like that. It's still very intense. It's still very painful, and it still produces some great results. So if you're going to try out a leg day like this, or you currently have a leg day that works well for you, let me know in the comments below. I'd be super excited to hear about it. And hey, I'd be down to try out some exercises you guys do, or some different techniques and stuff that you found have grown your legs. But if you haven't tried something like this, very basic, focusing on progression week to week, then I definitely recommend you give it a shot and see how the gains go. I can tell you, they're gonna be pretty sick. With that said, thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one for some more gains, all right? Take it easy.